Okay, so I'm gonna sit there. Whoa. Okay. So I didn't prepare this, and please be welcome to comment and correct me anytime on anything. I really don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I just have to yap, okay? So please sit and listen to me, making no point whatsoever. Hi everyone. I want to talk about this thing that I was thinking about, okay? The title is When You Wanted to Be Rory, but You Are Jess instead. And I wanted to be Rory when I was like 12. And I discovered this show, and I was so obsessed with Rory, okay? She got everything that I was dreaming about. She has good relationships with everyone. She has friends. She's academic. She doesn't have problems with speeches. And she reads these books, and she has like a lot of them. And what else? Well, she was so good in my eyes. Yeah. And now I see that everything I've just said is a mistake. Like, it's wrong, and you want to be yourself, okay? And you don't have to be Rory when you are not. And even though this world is telling you to be Rory and to be accepted in all of these colleges, you don't have to be. You really crave as a little child to have a relationship like Rory and her mom. But it's really not healthy when you talk like a friend with your parent. And I didn't see that. I see it now, okay? And I have a really good relationship with my mom. My mom is excellent parent, and she always like wants to start talking with me like a friend. And then she tells me, oh, maybe I should not. She tells me the things, but as something I should do or not. Like an example in life, okay? She doesn't say it to me like a friend. Like we are drinking coffee and she's yapping about this boy. No, that's definitely not happening, okay? So you want to have boundaries in relationships. That's the first mistake. And then if you are not academic, you don't have to be, okay? You are perfectly fine. If you don't want to study this subject, you don't. And then next one, books. Yeah, reading books is fine. I read books, but I'm not writing in them. I don't have the books in my mind, okay? I just always forget them, leave it somewhere, and I'm just having the good time. I read because I want to read. And if the book is good, I say to myself, yeah, I want to read this again. But when I read it again, it's like a new book to me. And I'm finding new things all the time. And when I forget, I just read it again. Yeah. Next thing that I was thinking about a lot is that the town is always making excuses for her. I'll give you an example. When Jess crashes the car, Rory is somewhat trying to tell everyone like it's not his fault. And she said, yay, I want another round, and then it was this animal on the street. It was not his fault, or like she's not innocent in this situation. They both were driving in the car, you know? And the town was really saying like, yeah, Jess is bad, and when he moved here, everything started to be weird and gross, and he's just this garbage on the street, and he shouldn't be here. What Luke is thinking. So that's the problem, because you want to have people in your life that are saying to you, "Oh God, you shouldn't do that," or "It's your fault," and babe, think about this, okay? And you should do something about that before it's going to be worse. If you're saying no to everyone, like in the book Falling Leaves, the people should tell you that they don't like it when the no repeats. You don't want to repeat it again. So you want people in your life that really say to you, "Oh, it's your mistake." That's my point. Those are real friends, real parts of the family. Thank you, thank you. And what is the town thinking? The people in the town, the Stars Hollow, the town we all wanted to live. It's like aesthetic and the atmosphere is so friendly. But they started her downfall. Okay? And this academic and perfectly sparkly girl then slept with a married man. And that's my point. Why I don't want to be Rory anymore. And maybe there were some points, some more points in her life that I don't remember, or it wasn't important to me, or I saw it differently when I was a kid, okay? But you don't really want to be like Rory at the end. Yeah, then we should move on to Jess. And the title is little weird, okay? I said like when you wanted to be Rory, but you are Jess instead, okay? I just really wanted to compare these two characters, but I wanted to say that you should be healthy to yourself, be you should be your critique, okay? If it makes sense. So Rory didn't do anything to make herself better because she thought she was good enough and maybe better than everyone else. And Jess is the exact opposite. He doesn't have good relationship with anyone, as I remember. And maybe Luke, but I wouldn't call that like a good relationship. Like something was missing for me, okay? Sorry, you can correct me anytime. And Jess is, as I said, this like critic of his own. And when he doesn't have people in his life to tell him, "Oh, boy, that was wrong," and he needs to do that for himself, okay? And he was kind of a bad person at the start. He did some things to Rory that I don't want to make excuses for, okay? And if you know, you know. And but when I'm comparing these characters, I want to make it clear that I'm comparing how they think, okay? And Jess, at least in my point of view, is seeing his mistakes that he made and problems he has and just wants to make it better and make him better, to have healthy relationships. And when he goes to Rory, like, "I'm ready for a relationship, go away with me," or something, and she says no, we know she's already fucked up and he's going to be successful. He wrote this book. His problem is that he's always going back to Rory. Like, I don't know why he's doing that. If you know the song Matilda, it's about him. You can throw a party and don't invite them, okay? I think it's a really good example of how you could grow. It matters where you come from, what's your relationship with your parents and your friends, but you can make yourself worth and change your mindset. So if your dad is telling you that you're not skinny enough and you're not smart enough, babe, don't listen to him. Okay, that's my first thought on that. And then please don't have any relationship with these kind of people. Yeah, I'm saying I'm doing this video for my own. Sorry. And yeah, so when you want it to be Rory, but you are yourself instead. Be yourself, okay? I know it's a little cliche and sparkly, but I just wanted to send this message to everyone that needs it. And I really enjoyed this talk. I wanted to get it out of my system. Comment what you think about it, please. And I would be so glad if we can make this a little discussion, or tell me what's your point of view on this topic. And if someone already made this kind of video, sorry about that, I didn't know, okay? And yeah, yourself, and don't worry about what others in the world say about you and to you, and just grow like a flower. I think I will put it out there and you can tell me what you think, okay?